Thanks for that explanation, Susie. Now, would you describe a difficult work project and how you overcame it?
I overcame many difficult projects in my professional career. These include, and that's how I overcame them.
Not sure how to answer this and other challenging interview questions, but need to wow interviewers? By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to decode and respond to tricky interview questions. You will also discover a powerful technique used by hiring experts and interviewers to choose the best candidates. For the best professional and personal development solutions, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video. For over 30 years I have helped many people in their journey to success. And now, it's your turn. You followed the process, did your due diligence, and were able to secure an interview. Now, you need to convince your potential employer that you are the best person for the position. In an interview there will be questions that can be challenging to answer, but if you are aware of them, you can be prepared to provide a response that will impress any interviewer. To do this successfully, you must consider any interview question in 3 parts. Number 1. The question itself. There is a well-known quote. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. This may sound obvious, but you would be surprised how many interviewees do not answer the question asked. Listen to the interview question fully, even if you believe you know what is being asked, and you have the answer to it. The question may have some of the elements you have heard in the past, but the way it is phrased during your current interview could require a completely different response. Number 2. What the interviewer is trying to discover from you. Not all interviewers are trained to conduct proper interviews. Interviewing someone is a skill that is acquired with training and experience. Some interviewers may not have the required training, lack the relevant experience, or because of professional demands on their time, may even arrive at the meeting unprepared. It happens. You need to be alert to decode exactly what the interviewer wants to extract from you. Their goal is to ensure they are choosing the best candidate by asking that specific interview question. Number 3. Phrase the response to the question correctly. This is the part where you can really shine. You have listened to the question attentively, deciphered what the interviewer wants to know, and now, it's your turn to fill the silence. The exact answer you can provide will depend on many factors, such as your knowledge, skills, experience, capabilities, etc. However, there is one thing you should weave into every answer to your interview questions. Align your answer to the requirements in the job description, and include the direct benefit to the company if you are chosen. Let's look at 2 examples from the many contained in the course I recommended for you in the description. Comment below and tell me which interview question you found difficult to answer in your interview, and if what we discussed so far has helped. Give me a definitely in the comments below. Example number 1. The question itself. What is your greatest weakness? Based on this question, what are the interviewers trying to discover? They want to gauge how self-aware you are. Therefore, to phrase the response to the question correctly, be factual, and emphasize what you did to overcome that weakness. My first project took me 3 days longer than I anticipated, because I did not fully understand the software I was using. As a result, I invested in training to upskill my knowledge, and my subsequent projects were completed on time. I now feel fully prepared to use the software with your company's projects. Example number 2. The question. What are your goals for the future? What are the interviewers trying to discover from asking this question? To assess how long you plan to stay with the company. Phrase the response to the question correctly. Remember, use the job description to guide your answer. I am keen on using my experience to implement your new quality process, as one of the things I would like my career path to contain is quality improvement projects. But wait, this is not all. I have an additional tip to help you even further. You will find this, and many other tips in a very interesting course I selected for you. Check the description section for the details. Additional tip. When responding to interview questions relating to your experience, Use the STAR approach to provide a focused answer that covers the concerns of the interviewers. STAR stands for situation, task, action, and result. In a single bullet point, you should communicate the situation at hand, the expected task you were required to do, the action you took, and the result you achieved. Let's look at an example using the three-part process and incorporating the STAR approach in your answer. The question is: describe a difficult work project and how you overcame it. What is the interviewer trying to discover? This is used to see how you handle uncertainty, pressure, and collaboration. How can you phrase the response to the question correctly and incorporate the STAR approach? I manage key stakeholder relationships. This is the situation. You have just set the scene for better understanding. They wanted me to direct quality improvements across the company. This is the task. It also highlights the need of the organization. So I created a roadmap for the team to conduct global audits. This is the action. It is what you did based on the task to be accomplished. This reduced loss of revenue from hidden activities by 15%. The result? It is measurable evidence of your success. Be brief in describing the project but emphasize how you overcame it. For example, when creating the roadmap, did you accomplish it by researching on your own, asking questions, involving colleagues, or did you use other methods? By using the STAR approach, you will provide a focused answer that contains all the elements of a good response. This will gain both the attention and approval of the interviewers. There are many elements you must master to be successful at an interview. However, a vital element is being able to respond to interview questions in a way that highlights your unique contribution to the company's benefit. Get this part of the interview process right, and you will be on your way to making an unforgettable impact and standing out from the competition. Okay, let's see how Susie does when the correct method is followed.
Thanks for that explanation, Susie. Now, would you describe a difficult work project and how you overcame it?
I currently manage key stakeholder relationships for my company, and they wanted me to direct the quality improvement project. As a starting point, I collaborated with various managers and created a roadmap for the teams to conduct global audits. This reduced loss of revenue from hidden activities by 15%.
That's very impressive, Susie. Our company is big on the use of roadmaps for our quality improvement projects.
Now you know exactly how to decode challenging interview questions and the use of the STAR technique. But what about when you need to make a powerful impact and have only a few seconds to win the new opportunity? I have created a free professional assessment just for you, so you can measure your potential for success. You can access the free assessment at the link in the description section. I have also included other resources to help you get greater insight and tips on this topic. I am always adding new videos to give you the techniques and secrets used by the best in the field. Check them out here so you don't miss out.
And remember, if you like this video, hit that like button, be sure to subscribe, and share it with your friends. Thanks for watching.